Oh, very good, Toby. I was just testing and listening to myself on Allstar to make sure I was good on this end. You sounded good on your transmission.
It's good to hear, Scott. I left the settings just where they were when we checked it out, and one of these days I want to check out my other radio that I use as a backup and see how that works, but that's down the log. Anyhow, I'm getting ready for the net here, and I'll hope to talk to you in a few minutes. WT80 will be clear and standing by for the net.
Okay, Toby, hear you in a little bit. AC8NW monitoring.
W8WKY.
WB4AIZ, what's that?
W8WKY.
WAFLG, WB4AIZ.
WB4AIZ, this is KD8SLG. I'm on another net right now. What's up there, Chuck?
Everything KD8 and FLG. There's a whole lot. Anyways, I don't know who's doing it or when. I don't know who's doing it, but I'll be my usual self.
All right there, buddy. Well, I'm still on another club net right now. One of our sister clubs, W8WOL. I'll be over here in like 15 minutes or so and set up NetLogger, and I'll get you in and out of there. And if you're still around, we can chat for a minute. KD8SLG.
88 FLG, WB4ASD. Yep, a little busy week. Not in a good sense. I spent like 5 days in the hospital after a fall, and or a, as I put it, a controlled descent. And yeah, turned out I got something with one of my knees. There's a tear, and every so often it gives out or something. Oh well, but they sure had good food. Anyways, just thought I'd check in. WB4ASD.
Sorry to hear about your controlled descent there, Chuck, and hope your recovery goes well. Take care of yourself there, buddy. KD8SLG.
WB4ASD.
W8WKY.
This is KD8SLG. We'll start the pre-show in about 9 minutes, a little less. Anybody out there wants to have a chit-chat, have at it. KD8SLG.
Why would anybody want to talk to you?
LG, Whiskey Victor, 3 Kilo. Hello, Nick.
Well, let me answer both of those. I was thinking that nobody wanted to talk to me anyway, but I was wondering why nobody was talking. So, KD80PC, hi, Dustin. Talk to you in a minute. WB3K, hey, Phil, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Hold on a second. Okay, doing pretty good, Nick. Just sitting here going over some notes, and thought I'd go ahead and connect with you. And please count me in on the check-in if you would, please. And it's good to hear your voice. How are you doing? It's been a while since we talked, and I meant to also try to get a call out to you on the phone. I think I did try to reach out one time, left a message or something, but I know that you're busy handling a lot of other digital nets and stuff, and I don't want to interfere with all that. So anyway, you sound good. Your audio is excellent, and I think you're all set, ready to go. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and send it back over to you, buddy. You be good to yourself, and I'll be standing by. KD8SLG. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, and I'm going to be on the side.
WB3K, KD8SLG. I got you on the list there, Phil, and you are on my short list of calls to make. I meant to give you a call back. I forget what day it was last week, and then that just fell apart. So what are you going to do? I'll give you a try tomorrow. KD8SLG. I'll talk in a minute there, Phil. Let me grab Dustin here real quick, who wants to be a wise guy. KD8EPC, KD8SLG. What's up, wise guy?
W8WKY.
I oughta. I'm telling you. Not a lot there, Nick. We're here. We're hanging out. Proxy me in and out of the net. Hi. KD8EPC, back to you.
Thanks for stopping by, Dustin. I think, I don't know, maybe we can get Mark to take it tonight. What do you think?
You gotta be more specific. We know plenty of those.
All right, yeah. Okay, yeah, we do. But you know, and I know. But actually, I was thinking, now, who was it that stepped all over me last week? Ray and Clark, they can run the net tonight. How's that?
Let him send it. Hi. There you go, though, man. Yeah, we'll be ready come net time. We just had some dinner here a little bit ago, and so we're here. We're ready to rock and roll as we're going to be. So we'll be ready come up pre-show, so you can give us the Mickey Mouse roll call there. Don't you have like an Echolink and Allstar connections to test here still? KD8EPC, back to KD8SLG.
No. No, I don't. Actually, WB4AIZ, Chuck was in at like 9 o'clock. He was throwing out his call sign, so I talked to him for a minute on Echolink, and Allstar Node's been connecting all day. I'm not going to worry about it. Chuck had a fall and said he spent 5 days in the hospital. He called it a controlled descent. I'm not sure how controlled it was if he ended up in the hospital for 5 days, but that's what's going on with Chuckles. So I wish him the best from the Beacon Net, and I'm pretty sure he's resting comfortably now.
Controlled descent. I kind of like that. Isn't that what NASA does with outdated satellites?
Yeah, when they burn up in the atmosphere and hope they land someplace where there aren't people. Yeah, that's a controlled descent.
That's going to be interesting when those Starlink satellites get done with their useful life.
Oh, man, we can start shooting at them. We'll start skeet shooting at them when they're falling out of the sky. That'll be fun. All right, Dustin, get yourself ready for Mickey Mouse roll call. See if anybody else is out there wants to get on the list real quick. We got about 3 minutes before the girl comes on. So anybody else out there? KD8SLG, I'm listening.
W2JLS.
KB8PXM.
K8PJW just joined.
KG4SCK. Wow, who knew all those people were out there? Nobody talking. All right there. My brother from another mother, John, I got you. KB8PXM. Oh, Charlie, so infrequently I talk to you off of the WatchNet. I got to grab you real quick. Phil and Mark, PJW and STK, I heard you guys in there as well. But let me grab Charlie here real quick. KB8PXM, KD8SLG. How you doing, Charlie?
I keep promising I'm going to come up here and check in, and I keep promising I'm going to be on the get up early in the morning and be on the barometer net, but wanted to make it happen tonight. So I'm not going to stick around, but I wanted to get on there and add to your list. So there you go. Going to go watch Star Trek, KB8PXM.
All right, Charlie, well, you're making the rounds. I heard you check into the Worcester net there a half hour ago or so, and it's good to hear you out here. I got you in and out tonight, and thanks for stopping by. It's good talking to you. You're going to clear with KB8PXM. Thanks, Charlie. You have a good night.
Don't know if I made it in. WB8GKV.
WB8GKB. Ed, I got you in there, buddy. We got about a minute and a half before the announcement. I'm going to go grab a frosty Mountain Dew Zero and make room for it. I'll be back. KD8SLG. Stand by, everybody.
Go get that Coke Zero, Nick. AV8MO.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QST. Welcome to the Beacon Net pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114.8. The Beacon Net meets every Wednesday and Sunday night at 10 p.m. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. This is the pre-show. I'll be taking early check-ins and in and outs for the Beacon Net that starts at the top of the hour. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator this evening is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. That's KD8SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. So here's the way it works, folks. I'll do a couple of rounds of check-ins, and then we'll go through the list. See you sticking around for the big show when Dustin lights up the nighttime airwaves at 10 p.m., top of the hour. This is a linked system, so everyone please just take a beat and circle back and slow down a little bit. Leave a little space between transmissions, if you would, please. Social distancing, if you will. So I harvested a bunch of people there before the net and off of the blue screen, so we will talk about that in a minute. But as is tradition, let's start out with checking in with the BeaconNet crew tonight, or as I like to call it, the Mickey Mouse Roll Call. KD80PC, this is KD at SLG. You out there, Dustin?
Well, some people would say I'm out there, Nick. Others would disagree, but we're here. We'll be ready for the net, and hopefully everything is sounding good. With that, this is KD80PC, back over to pre-net control.
Sounds good, buddy. And you picked up the right microphone, so that's a win. Get it clear with KD80PC. Let's check in with Nick at night. Let's see if he's out there tonight. KD8QKO, you out there, Nick? He has no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. Nick at night, go. All right, I earned that one. Let's go down to Mike. He's got trivia tonight. K8QWE. How you doing, Mike? You ready to rock and roll?
W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, Nick. Yes, I'm ready. You sound great. I'm sure I sound like me. So I have a question. I'm all set to go. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 SLG.
Mike, you sound marvelous. And I'm excited about the trivia question tonight. Going to clear with KE8QWE. One more on the list here. Let's see. KE8YUK, Miss Lucy has alternate trivia tonight. KE8YUK, KD8SLG.
KD8SLG, this is KE8YUK. I am here. I am here for the whole net. I am varying my area of the basement, so I might be a little slow to respond if it comes down to a quick call out, but otherwise I am here. I have alt trivia. Josh says it's very me, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. I like this question a lot, so that's okay. That's for the best. Yeah, all set to go. KEAYUK, back to net control.
All right, Lucy, looking forward to it. Going to clear with KE8YUK. Real quick, Dustin, are you still out there, KD8PC? I need you for a second.
KD8SLG, this is KD8PC. I'm still here, Nick. What's going on, buddy?
I got a radio behind me, and it's tuned to Illyria, and apparently they're hooked up, and I'm hearing myself in the background here. It's driving me nuts. Say something funny for about 40 seconds while I go turn that off.
All right, KD8SLG. Well, I don't know what to say that's so funny, but I'll talk for a few seconds anyway, and thank everybody for coming and joining us tonight on the BeaconNet, and for everybody that came and saw us earlier on the Border Breaker Net. It's been a good day so far, and hopefully we'll have a good night here, too. Oh, boy. There was something else I wanted to say, but I don't know what it was, so hopefully this gave you long enough to go turn your radio off and all that good jazz, because this is KD8PC, turning it back to KD8SLG if you're done walking across the room there.
Oh, thank you very much, Dustin. That was driving me nuts. They got this little double beep thing over there, and I was on the food group net earlier tonight, and I was trying to tune in by RF, and I was hearing them, but there's no way I could check in through that methodology. But, all right there, buddy. Thank you very much. All right, let me tell you who I got on the list so far, then we'll get this party started. We got WB4AIZ, Chuck was in and out. W3ETB, Eddie. KE8YUG, Josh. WV3K, Phil. K5CFY, Ray. W2JLS John, KB8PXM Charlie was in and out. WatchNet dude, thanks Charlie. K8PJW Phil, I got you on there. KG4SCK Mark, WB8GKB, you made it Ed. AB8MO, I added you. K8VZA Eric, KD2HCE Chris was in and out. And right now I'm adding KE8VKA Josh. All right, who else is out there tonight? This is KD8SLG. I'm taking check-ins for the Beacon Net. I'm listening.
Kilo Bravo 5 Victor Delta Bravo, Ron in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Net control, this is Kilo India 5 Romeo Foxtrot India, KI5 RFI Mac in Springdale, Arkansas.
Seven Victor Romeo.
KD8SLG, don't be freaking it. Deacon speaking. Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee, K8MMY Chris up in Amherst.
Mike 7 Victor Romeo, good signal again to the repeater.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo, KE8TQR, Keith in Uniontown.
Kilo Alpha 8 Mike November Tango, Tom in Canton.
November 8, Whiskey Hotel Romeo, Mike in Brunswick.
All right, let me pick that up. Here we go. We added KB5 VDB Ron. Good to hear you, Ron. KI5 RFI Mac. And we got a station I got to come back to. I believe it's coming in through the Freedom Network. I'll get you in a second. And we had K8MMY, Chris, K8TQR, Keith, KA8MNT, Tom, and N8WHR, Mike in Brunswick, and AI5Q, Jairus out in Oklahoma. The one I missed is a 7 Victor Romeo. I caught the end. I believe you're coming in through the Extended Freedom Network, and your prefix was chopped off a couple of times. If you could please key up for a second or two before you start talking so all the links can hook up, that would make it a little bit easier. 7 Victor Romeo. Please come back with your call sign. All right, nothing heard. Hopefully we'll try again later. I believe it was M7 Victor Romeo, but that's all I got. All right, let's try this again. We'll take one more round of check-ins, and we'll work this list. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening. All right, good deal. Let's start working the list, see who's sticking around tonight and who's just here to get their ticket punched. Start with Eddie out in Annapolis, Maryland, W3ETB. Eddie, how are you tonight? You sticking around?
Yeah, hi, Nick. Yeah, I will be around. I got a issue going on with the computer behind me, so I'm swinging around there and swinging around here, so feel like I'm really swinging around. So I'll be here, and wanted to ask Lucy a question, a trivia question. It's going to be about thimbles. Yeah, I was watching the Celebrity Antiques Roadshow, and lo and behold, they had a thimble collection. I guess people do collect thimbles, so yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know how much value it adds, but anyway, turning back to you, Nick, and I will be here.
All right, Eddie, we got you sticking around tonight. W3ETB, we're clear. Let's check in with Josh. Just ran a net up on the News group. KE8YUG, Josh, how you doing tonight? And say hi to Marie for me.
SLG, this is KE8YUG. Well, good evening, Nick. Yep, it's been a while since we talked. How you been? Yeah, it's good talking to you, and yeah, thanks for stopping by tonight. Real good net, real good time. It's just a blast, absolute blast. And Marie says hi, she's waving. So yeah, we'll send it back to pre-net control. This is KE8YUG. Oh, we'll be sticking around. Yep, sticking around. All right, KE8YUG back in net.
All right, Josh, we got you sticking around. Going to clear with KE8YUG. WV3K, Phil. We spoke briefly. I didn't know. Are you sticking around for trivia tonight, or are you just here to get your ticket punched?
KD8 SLG, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. I think I'm going to try to stick around, Nick. I just want to enjoy participating, being with the group. So back over to you, buddy. You sounded really good. KD8 SLG, pre-net control, WV3K. I'll be on the side.
W8WKY.
And there's a word from our sponsor. This is the W8WKY. You're listening to the Beacon Net, and that was WV3K. Phil, I got you sticking around. You're at the top of the list. Dustin will give you a call early on. Let's talk to Ray out in Tulsa, K5CFY. How you doing, Ray? Do you still have enough fuel left to get through trivia tonight? Ooh, Ray, you got to reseat that microphone. You got one hell of a buzz in there with you. That's all I can tell you. I caught that you're sticking around, and that's about all I got. Yeah, you want to try that again real quick? All right, Ray will have that fixed by the time Dustin gives him a holler. Let's talk to W2JLS, John, my brother from another mother. How are you tonight, John? You gonna stick around with us tonight?
KD8SLG. I wish I could say I was sticking around, buddy. I really do, but I've spent like virtually no time at all with Erica the last 2 weeks. So she's finishing something up, and then we're probably going to hang out. She's home tonight, not working. But yeah, it was fun hearing you and the gang over there on the Norse repeater tonight for FoodNet, and yeah, they did a bang-up job with that one tonight. So kudos to them. That was fun. Yeah, and my best to Dustin and the gang here on the Beacon Net for sure. But I'm not gonna probably be here unless Erica surprises me with an impromptu I need to go to sleep kind of thing. So if that happens, I'll check back in with Mr. Dustin. But for now, I'll say good evening on your ears, and have a great Beacon Net. W2JLS, back to you, buddy.
W2JLS, KD8SLG. I'll give my best to Erica, if you would there, John, and you have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Going to clear with W2JLS. KB8PXM, Charlie was in and out. Thanks, Charlie. And let's see what Phil's up to tonight. K8PJW. How you doing, Phil? Are you going to stick around with us tonight? K8PJW. Phil, you out there? Well, I don't know where Phil wandered off to, but I'm going to keep him on the list. Let's check in with Mark up in Copley, KG4SDK. Good evening, Mark. Your antenna's working great. Are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
Hey, good evening, Nick. I didn't put that antenna up there for nothing. I heard you talking about Chuck earlier with his controlled fall, controlled descent. Made me think about a controlled crash on an aircraft carrier. That's exactly what that is. And that made me think about sailors and answering trivia questions last night. And so if you know the answer to the trivia question, all you sailors out there, just recuse yourself so you don't let the air out of somebody's balloon. KG4SDK, back to the group.
Or someone will shoot that balloon down. That's possible too, Mark. Dude, your new antenna setup sounds absolutely fabulous. Congrats. I'm going to clear with KG4SDK. Got you sticking around, Mark. Let's check in with Ed in Wadsworth, WB8GKV. I talked to you at 3 in the morning a couple of nights ago there, Ed. How you doing?
Oh, not doing too bad there. We're defrosted a mini refrigerator right now. I could have put hot water in there and had to find a place to put the stuff, so my hands are a little bit wet for the AC. But anyway, because I'm cleaning out the refrigerator before we put the hot water in. Anyway, yeah, it was good to hear you in there. That's for sure. Yeah, we kind of keep things going on Simplex, and not enough people are going on Simplex there. Yeah, we kind of keep the band going at all kinds of funny hours. So there you go. And we'll be sticking around for the trivia and all that stuff. And just say hello to everybody onto the show there. WB8GKV.
All right, Ed, I got you sticking around. It was fun talking to you and Opie there at the wee hours of the morning. We'll do that again sometime soon. Going to clear with WB8GKV. Let's talk to Andy, AB8MO. Let's see how he's coming in tonight. Andy, are you going to come in through your node, or are you going to come in through the 015?
Oh, I guess I could come in through 015 since it's now connected. I didn't do it, but I'm guessing Josh did. Thank you, Josh. I was giving Josh a hard time this morning because I was like, he slept in apparently, and I told him that he ruined my entire day because I missed the first 15 minutes of the barometer net, which was a complete lie, but I went along with it. So, Winter Field Day this weekend starts at 2 p.m., runs till 2 p.m. Sunday. The Warren Amateur Radio Association is having a field day, Winter Field Day site operation at Stevens Park in Niles, Ohio. It'll be an indoor location. If you come, we'll even feed you for free. And it looks like the weather's even going to cooperate Friday afternoon. There's just only a slight chance of rain. And I think pretty much all the snow we melted, so we shouldn't have any trouble getting antennas up. So come on out if you don't want to operate at home. That's no fun. That's like operating field day from home. Come on if you want to join us. There's also other ones. You can go to winterfieldday.org. There's closer sites than Niles. But we'd love to have you. That's all I got. I'll stick around, AB8MO.
All right, AB8MO, your note's sounding good tonight there, Andy, and I got you sticking around. Thank you very much. Going to clear with AB8MO. Let's talk to Eric, KE8VZA. How's it going there, buddy? Heard you on the food group as well. Manwich meatloaf, as I recall.
KD8SLG in the group. This is KE8VZA. Yep, polished that last of that Manwich meatloaf off for lunch today.
and rolled on into the potato, broccoli, cheese with a little bit of beer soup, and had that tonight for dinner again. It was really tasty. And I am sticking around tonight. Looking forward to it. And I'll pass the torch back to you, KE8VZA.
All right, Eric, gotcha. Sticking around tonight. Going to clear with KE8VZA. Oh, let's see. KD28CE, Chris was in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Chris. He's busy. Let's see if KE8VKA, Josh, how are you tonight? And I guess you're going to be sticking around so you can poke Lucy when it's her turn to give her a trivia question. KE8VKA, Josh, how you doing? You sticking around?
KD8 SLG, KE8VKA. Well, I'll change it up and come in through the 015. Warm that machine up a little bit. Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the pre-net. Yep, I'll be sticking around, looking forward to it. I also have an announcement. It's not about radio or field day. I just saw an article earlier. William Shatner is going to show up at Hartville Flea Market on April 20th at 1 p.m. So, if you want to go shake William Shatner's hand, Lucy had the opportunity to shake his hand at some event up in Cleveland like a couple months ago, and I don't think she realized who he was, and then so she regretted not shaking his hand. And so now this is an opportunity to fix that mistake. So that'll be funny. So, anyways, talk to you in a bit. Thanks for doing pre-net, Nick. KE8VKA, back to net.
KE8VKA, KDSLG. I got you sticking around there, Josh, and I don't know, either you were making popcorn or the transmitter was. All right there, Josh. Going to clear the KE8VKA. Let's grab Ron, KB5VDB. Good evening, Ron. How are you? And how's your bunch?
Well, to start with, go ahead and put my bunch in for your count. They're all doing okay, I guess. I got a phone call today from Lloyd, one of the NCOs on the Boredom Breaker net. He is in the hospital, and he is requesting prayers from everyone, if they would, please. Lloyd or K5OSB, and then, let's see, I've got a net on Friday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time on the Broken Arrow repeater, 146.91 with a negative offset and an 88.5 hertz PO tone, or you can connect with us on Echolink by going to Alpha Foxtrot 5 Lima Whiskey-R or Allstar Node number 530123. Everyone is welcome to check in, and I think I'm going to talk about who might have been an inspiration for us somewhere along our lives. So with that, I'll go ahead and clear. I don't think I'll hang around for the trivia. So KB5VDB.
KB5VDB, Ron, thanks for stopping by. Got you in and out, got your bunch in there, and thanks for letting us know about Lloyd. And we'll be thoughts and prayers for him for sure. Going to clear with KB5VDB. Let's go out to Mac in Arkansas, KI5RFI. Mac, how are you tonight? You sticking around for trivia?
Good evening, everybody on the net. Greetings from the metropolis of Northwest Arkansas. And yes, I will be hanging around for trivia tonight. Just kind of finally got some stuff thought out in the shack here where I could get out here and do some stuff. So had to thaw out some HF coax connectors to get on the HF earlier in the week. But enjoy an Echolink. Don't have to mess with all that. So back to you. This is KI5RFI.
All right, Mac, Echolink's treating you just fine. I got you sticking around tonight. Thanks for being here. And let's try this one again. M7VR is what I got. I'm not sure if that's it or not. Let's give him a shot. Mike 7, Victor Romeo. Are you out there?
All right, that was plenty of time to respond. I'm just going to take that one off the list. Next up, we got KE8MMY, Chris, way up there in Amherst. Chris, how are you tonight? You sticking around for trivia?
Well, good to hear you, Nick. I am just fine as frog fur. And, yeah, I'm going to be sticking around for trivia the same way that I've been doing it is the kitchen table shack gets a little chilly about now, and so I go and curl up in a blanket on the couch, and sometimes I make it all the way through. Sometimes I have to wonder what the answer was, but that's what we'll be doing. KE8MMY.
All right, Chris. Dustin will try to wake you up later. That's what that sounded like to me. Going to clear with KE8MMY. Let's talk to Keith. KE8TQR. Keith, you sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8TQR. Mark me in and out tonight, Jess, Nick. I just stopped in here to get my ticket punched and give you one for the numbers. Wish everybody a great evening, great rest of the week. Hope you have a great net. But I'm headed upstairs. I'll have the HT on and just be listening. Probably hang out just to hear the trivia questions to see if I know the answers. With that, I'll send it back to you, Jess, Nick, at pre-net control. This is KE8TQR saying 73 and God bless.
KE8TQR, KD8SLG. All right there, Keith. Your ticket is Dustin will lull you to sleep. Going to clear with KE8TQR. Let's talk to Tom. KA8MNT. How are you tonight, Tom? Any more appliances fail for you today? And are you sticking around for trivia?
KD8SLG, KA8MNT. Good evening there, Nick, and everybody on Prenet. I think I'll stick around a little bit. And fortunately, no, I think, knock on wood, the disaster may be over, we hope. So, with that, I'll turn everything back over to KD8SLG from KA8MNT.
Well, Tom, I'm glad you're sticking around tonight, and I'm glad we haven't had any more appliances fail on you. It's good to have you on board. Going to clear with KA8MNT. Let's talk to Mike in Brunswick, N8WHR. How are you tonight, Mike? It's been a minute. Are you sticking around for trivia?
Well, Nick, unfortunately I can't because I got to get up at 4:30 to go to work, so I'm just going to have the old ticket punched, I guess, and we'll talk to everybody next Wednesday, or maybe Sunday. Back to you. This is N8WHR.
All right, Mike, I got to get in on one of our simplex things going again some night. I'm pretty sure you were in on that one I missed over the weekend. And your parking ticket has been validated. Sleep well, my friend. Get up early. This is KD8SLG. Going to clear with N8WHR. Let's talk to Jairus out in Tulsa. AI5Q. Good evening, Jairus. Are you going to stick around with us tonight?
KD8SLG and AI5Q. Yes, I'm sticking around tonight. I'm actually working on cleaning up the shop/home office, and so I'm doing a little bit of work while I listen to the radio, and not reading the blue screen just in case Alan shows up. I don't want to see what that boy has to write. Anyway, appreciate you running it. It's almost the top of the hour, or it is, so there you go. Go ahead and take the reins there, and pass them over to Dustin when you're ready. AI5Q, back to net.
AI5Q, KD8SLG. I got a little long-winded tonight, apparently, but Dustin's not going anywhere. Glad to have you on board, Jairus. Going to clear with AI5Q. Let's pick up Kelly, also out in Tulsa, KC0LRM. How are you, Kelly? You sticking around tonight?
Hey, KD8SLG. Hey, thanks for getting me in there. No, I'm just going to get my ticket punched tonight. I got something I got to take care of. You and Dustin have a good net, and everybody be safe out there, and stay on the warm side of the door, and I'll let you get on down the list there. All right, thanks, sir, Nick. Y'all have a good one.
Kelly, I'm glad you stopped by and said hi, even though you got other stuff going on. You have a great night, and we'll talk to you next time. I'm going to clear with KC0LRM, WD8MIU. Texted me. I believe he's in and out. Let's see if Alan looks like he's connected. Let's see if Alan has any words for us tonight. KI5DAY. Alan. Hi.
KI5DAY. Hey, Nick. Whoa, I'm hearing an echo. Jim's sitting over here from me. His radio was on, but he turned it down. Yeah, I just went outside. We was checking out the fog. It's so foggy you can't even see the runway, and it's just a couple 100 yards from us. So this is the worst fog we've had all week, and I still don't have a plane, and mainly because of the fog. I haven't been able to do test flights and stuff. But anyways, we're just sitting here chilling like a villain. So I thought I would say howdy real quick. I didn't stay on the blue screen tonight. It's too confusing with everything going on, and I'm tired. So, yeah. But I'll shoot it back to you. Just wanted to say howdy. We'll be listening here, KI5DAY.
W8WKY.
All right there, Alan. Well, thanks for tuning in, and listen on in. Dustin will give you a holler later on. Let's see if Taco Tim's out there. Looks like he's hooked up. KI5TAQ, Taco Tim. How you doing?
This is KI5TAQ. I'm just chilling like a villain, like DAY is saying. And I'm going to take it easy on the way home. It is so foggy out there that you can, if you miss a turn, you might, shall we say, wind up in a ditch. But anyways, anybody who's got fog of this kind of nature, be extremely careful. Like I said, you might wind up in a ditch. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Taco Tim. Thanks for the public service announcement. Going to clear with KI5TAQ. KC8FQV, I got you on the list, but I'm well over my time. Save whatever you got to say for the big net. It's time for Dustin to light up the nighttime airwaves. Thanks to everybody who checked in here for the pre-show. It's time for Dustin to take over. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Take it away, Dustin.
All right, thank you very much there, Nick. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in various other repeaters throughout the country and the world, so we ask that you keep for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Echo 8, Bravo Hotel, Quebec, Benjamin, KE8BHQ, mobile.
All right, we'll take them one at a time. We got you in there, Ben. KE8BHQ sounding good, and I'm assuming on RF it sounds like there. So we got you on the list, my friend, and we'll get back to you here real soon. All right, we picked up that one there. I guess without further ado, we'll look for some more here in a little bit, but we're going to go up here. We're going to get our trivia for the evening, and we're going to start with the trivia master, KE8QWE. Mike, what do you have for us?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, this is related to radio, but it's also related to astronomy. And what is the most common frequency range for radio astronomy? A, hertz, B, kilohertz, C, megahertz, D, gigahertz. What is the most common frequency range for radio astronomy? A, hertz, B, kilohertz, C, megahertz, or D, gigahertz? I'll go ahead and post this in the blue screen. This is Kilo Echo Lake, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to K88 EPC.
All right, thank you very much there, Mike, for the wonderful trivia question. Let's go on down here and get our alternate from K8YUK. Miss Lucy, take it away.
KD8APC, this is KE8YUK. Here we go with alt trivia, unfortunately not thimble related. What is the smallest falcon in the United States? Is it A, the pygmy falcon, B, the American kestrel, C, the Merlin falcon, or D, the Cornwallis bean kestrel? Again, what is the smallest falcon in the United States? Is it A, the pygmy falcon, B, the American kestrel, C, the Merlin falcon, or D, the Cornwallis bean kestrel? And of course, unfortunately, thimble. I couldn't fit a thimble into the birds, but I think it'll work its way into our conversation anyway. Back to you, Dustin. I'll post it in the blue screen. KE8YUK.
All right, Miss Lucy, and if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor and posting both of those up in the Discord for me, I certainly would appreciate it. All right, let's see here. I think we have one mobile station this evening, and that is K8BHQ. Ben, how you doing?
KD8EPC, KE8BHQ. I'm doing pretty good, Dustin. I didn't even realize it was Wednesday till I jumped in the truck and turned the radio on and heard you guys going at it. For trivia, I think I'm going to go with Charlie for the primary and Bravo for the secondary. That's about all I got, so I'll give it back to you and let you get on down the list. This is KE8BHQ.
All right there, Ben. Well, I'm glad you did find us, and I'm glad you stopped by to say hello. We got you down for Charlie and Bravo this evening. So great to hear you, and you mobile safely out there, my friend. We're going to say 73, and it looks like we're going to go right up to the top here, and we're going to talk to W3ETB. Eddie, good evening. How are you?
Hi, Dustin. Yeah, well, we made it twice in one day again, so that's good to talk to you anytime. Okay, you've got quite a list there, so I'm going to go ahead and answer the trivia questions and stand by and be listening for the rest of the net, unless I fall asleep. So, let's see. I'll go with, I want to say D for the main question. I'm not really sure. Which would it be? I should really know that because I really do like astronomy. But I would say D for the first one and A for the second one. So, and those are my answers. I'm sticking to it. So we'll talk to you later. And I see on the blue screen it's beer night. So, well, unfortunately, don't have any beers, but I do have some wine. So take care. We'll talk to you later. W3TV, back in that.
All right there, Eddie. We got you on for Delta and Alpha this evening, and Wednesday night is always beer night, so there you go. We'll say 73 to you. Great to hear you twice in one day, and we look forward to the next time there. And if you want to shoot me an email with your number there, we can link up on D-Star again, too. We'll say 73 for now, and you have a great evening. Oh, look, it's wine night, too. K8YUG, Josh, take it away.
Dustin, good evening to the whole net. Well, we'll get the trivia going. For the first one, I'll go with A, the Hertz one, so A, Alpha, and alternate trivia B, Bravo. And so that'll be good there. Yeah, we had a good night, good food group net for Norse. Yeah, that was just a blast. Always fun. Yeah, doing the net, as you know, and you do a good job too, real good job. And I enjoy listening, and yeah, but it was a good time tonight, and yeah, just good check-ins, good time, and yeah, it's wet out there. Everybody, hopefully not dealing with too much flooding. It finally stopped raining, but then it started again. So yeah, but we're okay. It's not flooding the crawl space. That's why I keep watching. But yeah, outside of the radio world, just been playing Pal World, and Marie and I like that. It's a lot of fun, and we'll probably play that later tonight. But it's a video game, and you know, new game, and you can explore and create and everything. So we get to do all that stuff together. So we have fun. And, yeah, it's a good time. And but so yeah, well, that does it. I'll be enjoying listening, and I'll send it back to you. 73, everybody. K8YUG back in net.
All right there, Josh. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and sorry I missed you guys over on the Food Net earlier. I always forget about that one. I actually wasn't home tonight at that time, but I guess I could have found you guys over on Echolink probably. So we got you down for Alpha and Bravo, and we appreciate you being here. So we'll say a 73 to you for now, and have yourself a great evening. And if anybody was wondering, it's now bourbon night. All right, we're going to go on down the list here. We're going to go talk to Phil. WV3K, good evening, Phil. How are you?
KD8 EPC, net control. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Do you copy well on my signal? Over.
Oh, you're full quieting, Phil. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Dustin. I just want to check real quick because my daughter just called me in the middle of the net of everybody responding to you through the check-ins, and I got a phone call from my daughter Renee in Georgia, and she's on the phone with me now, and I think I would like to repose on any further communications this evening and take time with my daughter. No, honey, it's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. Anyway, yeah, sweetheart over here on the phone. so anyway, honey, you gotta let me talk, sweetheart. Let me finish. I love you, sweetie. Anyway, Dustin, I got Renee on the phone, and I'd like to continue conversing with her. My regards to everyone on the net, and thank you, everybody, for your patience in my request. So I'm going to pass it back over to you, Dustin. So KD8 EPC net control. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, and I'm going to be QRT so I can spend some time with my daughter. This will be WV3K back over to net control. Thank you, Dustin.
All right there, Phil. Well, we'll say 73T, and we'll say hello to Renee. And oh boy, there. We'll have to catch you there later. There's a whole other conversation going on in the blue screen here. Too many things in too many directions. So we'll say 73 and have a great night and enjoy your time there. All right, we're going to jump on over to Tulsa now and talk to Mr. Ray, K5CFY, one of the wonderful net controllers for the Boredom Breaker net. Good evening, Ray. How are you?
KD8 EPC in the group, K5CFY. Good evening there, Dustin. Great job there on the net and on the Boredom Breaker net as well. We definitely appreciate you guys coming down there in the Sarah Club for hooking us up for a couple of hours. That's a lot of fun. And but let me see. I'm going to go with beacon and barometer. So B and B for me on the trivia questions, and we'll give it back to you. 73, everyone. Take care. K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, so wonderful to have you with us tonight. And, you know, we always have a lot of fun with you there on the Boredom Breaker net. it was a blast today, as always, and I hear we had a pretty good number overall, so that's awesome. What did we end with today?
K5 CFY returning, I think it was 86 if I remember right. So anyway, yeah, it was definitely big numbers there. K5 CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, that rocks. That's awesome. Yeah, good day for a Wednesday. We have a lot of fun there. So we'll say 73T for now. Thanks again for joining us as always. And for anybody who doesn't know, you can catch Ray and all the other wonderful net controllers on the Boredom Breaker net every day at noon Central Time. And that's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. All right, we're going to say 73 to Ray there, and boy, we're going to go over to KD8SLG because my computer just crashed, and I don't know who's next. KD8SLG, who's next?
I'm not paying attention, man. I'm in the blue screen. KD8 EPC, KD8SLG. K8PJW is up next, and KG4 SCK is after that if it doesn't reboot. So, Phil, you're up. K8PJW. Take it away.
KD8 ETC, KHSLT. Good evening, Nick and Dustin. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go with Alpha for my answers, and how much more to add. Had a wonderful Rotary meeting tonight, and just kind of relaxed a little bit before we go off to Z-Land. So, great job doing that. I'll hand it back to you. This is K8PJW.
All right there, Phil. Well, thanks so much for coming in and joining us tonight. It's great to hear you out there, my friend. We get you down for Alpha and Alpha there. We're going to say 73, and we're going to move on down to Mark now. KG4 SCK, good evening. Take it away.
Hey, good evening, Dustin, and everybody on the Beaconette. I got lost in the blue screen myself there and didn't put enough thought into the trivia questions, so I have no idea on the birds, so I'm just going to go with B. I think I'm going to side with Ray out there in Tulsa, K5CFY, and just go BB, because, I know lower frequencies travel further, but in space it's maybe not needed. I don't know. Maybe gigahertz. They got little bitty antennas. I don't know. Bravo and Bravo. That's my answer. KG4SCK. Back to net.
WA8KOC more time.
All right there, KOC, stand by for 1 second. KG4SCK, we got you down for Bravo and Bravo. We're going to get this short time here. It's past his bedtime. WA8KOC, take it away.
Not very much fun getting old. Good evening, Dustin, Nick, and everybody else in here on the Beaconette. Sorry to barge in like this, but I wanted to make sure I said hello. So we got both this afternoon and this evening covered. You guys take care of yourself. Have a great net. You always do a fantastic job. I didn't hear the main trivia question, but I know the answer for the secondary, and I'll take B for that one. I worked with falconry when I was younger. Take care. 7-3. We will talk to you soon. KD8 EPC in the group. WA8 KOC, and thanks for letting me butt you.
Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Zulu short time.
All right there, WA8KOC. Well, Fred, it's great to have you with us, and usually I don't take check-ins in the middle of the net, but for you, anything, because it's always good to hear you, and it's such a rarity to hear you here on the Beacon Net. So we're glad to have you with us. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we're going to move on down here to Ed. WB8GKV, good evening. Take it away.
WBHGKV is here. And on the trivia, I'm going to take the Charlie for the first one, and then I'm just going to pick Alpha for the first one. Second one, because of the fact that a midget sounds small, is the only other reason. So I pick A for the second trivia and C for the first one. So that's the story. Good evening, everybody on the net there. Say good evening, Dustin. And the weather sure did warm up. I got out of the house today, first time in a while, because it was 51 on the speedometer. Or, I mean, the car temperature showed 51, so that's quite a difference. Let's see, nothing much going on, no real traffic, I guess. Warm weather and all that stuff, and so on and so forth. It is Wednesday, so we'll probably look for you maybe Saturday. I got it figured one of those days. Probably be okay weather this time, hopefully. Anyhow, let's turn it back to net control. We did have a good time there on Setplex. We got just Nick in there. Boy, that'll happen every night. So we got him in there on Simplex at all kinds of crazy hours there. So anyway, back to net control, WBHGKV.
All right, there, we got you down for Charlie and Alpha, and it'll either be Friday or Saturday. I don't know for sure, but I will keep you in the loop. So either Friday or Saturday. So we got you down for Charlie and Alpha. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's jump over now to the land of snow and maple syrup, AB8MO. Andy, take it away.
KD8FL, wait a minute, KD8EPC. This is AB8MO. Doesn't sound like I'm making any popcorn coming through 015. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when the weather gets crummy and, the wind isn't really blowing. Well, we have that happen when the wind blows, too. We get a little crackle in people's signals. That's just something we've always had to deal with. So WV3K got in on the Sweetheart thing, so the song that came into my mind was Let Me Call You Sweetheart, and I had to look it up on YouTube. I kind of like the version by Pat Boone, actually. Just listen to that one. So, there. I was born in the wrong century. I like music that is older than my parents in some cases. So, anyhow, yes, I am ashamed to say that, but that's kind of the way it is. Let's see here. I guess I won't make any more announcements for Winter Field Day because it'll be over by the time the next Beacon Net rolls around. So hopefully I can recruit a couple people to come out to ours. That would be great. So for Trivium, let me buy a minute here. I figured I dropped the power. Uh-oh, I got popcorn. Double D for Dustin and Dixie, whoever Dixie is. Back to net. Everybody have a great night. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. We got you on for Double D there. Great to hear you, and good luck with Winter Field Day. I am out. I only do Summer Field Day now because it's nicer in the summer than it is in the winter. Hi. We'll say 73, and you have yourself a great evening. All right, let's jump down here to part of the Sunday night Beacon Net crew here. K8VZA, Eric, how you doing?
KD8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. Doing really well, Dustin. Hope you are too. Hope everybody else is. Good to hear everybody. Trivia. Two very good questions. I like these. I'm going to go with Alpha for the main trivia and Bravo for the alternate trivia. Alpha and Bravo. Not a whole lot going on here tonight. Rec Center, stopped by there tonight, and unfortunately, I could not swim, and I was very bummed. I I really like to swim. And there was a swim meet going on, and I didn't feel like competing. I kind of thought maybe I'm a little beyond the age group there, and I wouldn't do very well. So I decided to hit the rowing machine, and that usually goes well as a second choice. So it was good. Got to work out some kinks in my back there, and it seems to be successful. So maybe swim tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Anyway, this is for tonight. 73, everybody. I'll be listening out to the end of the net. This is KE8VZA back to net control.
All right there, Eric. Well, the beauty is you get your own class, so no matter where you finish at, you're going to win the top of your class and get first prize. So as long as you complete it, that's all that matters. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo. Great to hear you, my friend, and you have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. We're going to say 73, and we're going to go talk to Mr. Lucy now, K8VKA. Good evening.
KD8EPC and the Beacon Net, KE8VKA. Good evening, Dustin and everybody on the net. Oh, let's get trivia out of the way first. Let's see, for Mike's question, I guess I'm going to say Hertz? No. Let's go with Bravo. Let's go with kilohertz. Bravo. No, that doesn't make sense either. Nick's going to hate me. All right, let's go with D for gigahertz, and then for Lucy's question, let's go with the Cornwaldo bean kestrel. So, Delta. It was an interesting day. My boss, I guess he's my manager, reached out to me yesterday and was like, hey, let's turn our monthly meeting into a performance review and lunch. I was like, oh, that's it. It's the end. I'm fired. Impromptu performance review. That's not good. So we went to lunch and that was fine and came back, and my coworkers had actually they got a giant, like, what are they, like the Tupperware, the plastic tubs that you use for storing stuff in with a lid, and put it at my desk, and then inside of it, it had a note saying, please return backpack, laptop, and charger to IT immediately. And then the second note was a printout of the termination checklist of the things you have to do on your last day. So that was pretty funny. So that was neat. I got to say, I was asking for it. I did almost the exact same thing to my buddy the day before. It was his 1-year review. So I went around and I got everybody to sign, a bunch of people to sign a note saying, nice working with you, basically. So anyways, that's about all I got. I'll send it back to you, Dustin. Thanks for running the net. Good to hear you out there, and good to see you at the meeting last week. KE8VKA back to KD8EPC.
All right there, Josh. Well, great to hear you. We got you on for Delta, and I've been trying to get them to fire me from the Beacon Net, but it turns out that I'm not really. It's hard to be fired from here. So there you go. We won't say unfireable, but pretty close. So we'll say 73 to you. Great to hear you, and we look forward to hearing you again there real soon. Let's go down and talk to Mac now. KI5RFI. Good evening.
Well, good evening, Dustin and Nick and everybody on the net tonight. Enjoyed everything going on so far. There's a lot of stuff going on the blue screen tonight. Pretty exciting there. Got to say, I'm glad that it finally thawed out down here in northwest Arkansas after being in the deep freeze for several days. It finally got up to 60 degrees today. It was a great day to get out and go somewhere. So my wife and I went to Rogers, Arkansas, and had a good Mexican lunch meal at Abuelo's, the best Mexican food in northwest Arkansas. My answers for the trivia question will be Bravo and Bravo. And with that, I'll turn it back to you guys and say 73.
All right there, Mac. Well, great to hear you. We got you down for a Bravo and Bravo there. And I'll tell you what, Having that almost instant message window is like a whole nother net going on inside of there, and it's always really fun and interesting. So we got you down for Bravo and Bravo. We'll say 73. Have a great evening, my friend, and we look forward to hearing you again there real soon. Well, let's go talk to Chris now, K8MMY. Take it away.
Well, I've managed to stay awake, so there's the major accomplishment for the night. And so the space question there, I'm going to go with gigahertz because once we had a band that we called ultra high frequency, and our tagline was that we do it till our gigahertz. Anyhow, and then for the birds, I think we are going to go with pygmy, just because it's fun to say. Pygmy, pygmy, pygmy. That's why we're going with that. So those will be those two, and I'm eager to hear everybody else's answers. So I'm going to turn it back to you, K8MMY 73.
W8WKY.
All right there, Chris. Well, thanks so much for joining us, my friend. It's a pleasure to have you with us. We're glad you stayed awake. All right, let's go down and talk to Tom now. K8MNT, how are you doing?
KD8EPC, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Dustin, and everybody else that's out here tonight. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Let's knock out the trivia here. On the first one, I am going to go with Bravo kilohertz. I believe that's what it was, Bravo. And as far as the Falcon goes, I am fortunate that we have a bird watcher that is a member of the Canton Radio Club, and he just did a presentation over on this here about a week ago. So I'm going to pick Bravo on this and go from there. Let's see, nothing else going on. So far, nothing else has broken in the house or in the cars. So, again, like I said, knock on wood. We've just had one thing after another. I had an office printer that went down, a 3D printer that went down. Let's see, what else went down? I had a radio quit working. That was user error. And my cell phone decided it was going to quit working, and some dummy didn't plug it in to charge it the night before, but didn't figure that out for like about 4 hours. So I don't know, just one of those days. So with that, I think I'm going to say 7-3 to everybody. This is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to KD8EPC.
All right there, Tom. Well, great to have you with us. We got you down for a Bravo and Bravo, and boy, I hope you don't have any more appliances or radios or anything else quit working on you. That sounds like you've had quite the luck lately. So we're going to say 73 to you for now. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, we're going to jump on down the list and back over to Oklahoma. Let's go talk to our good friend Jairus. AI5Q, how are you?
Hey, Dustin, I'm doing pretty good, although I'm a little bit torqued. My Node has started doing the dead spot thing for 8 seconds at a time about every 10 minutes or 8 minutes or something like that, so it's frustrating. It went away for about 2 solid months. Didn't have a single problem. Been talking to Shannon for hours at night. Never had any drops. Talking to Mike, FedEx Mike. No problems, and then tonight it started dropping again on me, so I'm a little frustrated that came back. But trivia questions, I'm going to go with Delta for the primary and Bravo for the alternate, and give that a shot, see where we end up. I think I remember the guys on doing moon bounce stuff are in the gigahertz band, so we'll see how that works out for me. Anyway, take care, and it doesn't look like I dropped this go around, but you never know. AI5Q, back to net control.
Right there, Jairus. Well, your signal came through just fine that time. All was well there, so no worries at all. Sorry you're having that problem again. Have you tried giving it a little percussive maintenance? I found that sometimes helps. Hi. Great to hear you, my friend. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we got you out for Delta and Bravo. I think he said he was in and out, but we're going to try him anyway. WD8MIU, warm weather Wade, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Dustin. I'm sorry. I sent you a text, and just want to say hi to everybody. I didn't hear the trivia question, so can't answer that, but good hearing you all. WD8MIU, back over to you, Dustin.
All right there, Wade. Well, glad we could catch you again today for the second time. We'll say 73 to you. Thanks for stopping by and send some of that warm weather our direction. We'll say 73 to you. And now we're going to go over here and talk to KI5DAY all day long. Alan, good evening.
KI5DAY. Sorry for the delay. Echolink is really slow getting to the transmit button, but anyways, just sitting here chilling like a villain, and I want to say for my answers, A and B, that's Alpha and Bravo for Down Abbey. Hi. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right there, Alan. Yeah, sometimes Echolink's a little funny like that, but I left you plenty of time because I wanted to make sure we got to talk to you. We got you out for Alpha and Bravo. Don't have too much fun there at the salt mines. Thanks for joining us as always, and we look forward to hearing you again there real soon. I'm going to need you to do me a favor and slap Tim in the back of the head for me if you wouldn't mind. We'll say 73 to you, Alan, and then we'll catch you there down the log. All right, now we're going to go talk to the northern mark, KC8FQV. Take it away.
All right, KC8FQV. I sort of had the log up so I could see where I was. Yeah, I stopped at Wooster and chatted with them, chatted with the people over in Carter's group. Did a thing over there in Puget Sound. They have a Zoom to Q. Was there for a little bit. Yeah, did some payment of bills and whatever tonight. Yeah, you know, it's amazing what we can do with this fiber and all this technology. You know, that coax. Whoever thought we'd be using, you know, the coax that your TV service came through to be for phone calls and everything and internet. So it's something. So, but you know, everything else is going good. Mom was at doctor's today. Matter of fact, she found out here the doctor lives right on the back street from us. But everything else is going good. But what I'm going to do for answers is Bravo, BB. So other than that, we'll send it back to net control, KCFQV. That'll be BB.
All right there, Mark. We got you down for Bravo and Bravo. Good to hear you out there. And boy, while you're paying that bills, the Beacon Net team is always looking for donations of $1,000 or larger. You can send them to my address. It's good on QRZ. We'll say 73 to you, Mark. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you again there real soon. All right. We're at the bottom of the list there. Or no, we have one more here. I don't know if I want to talk to this guy or not. KI5TAQ Taco Tim, take it away.
Good evening, Dustin, or shall I say KD8 extra pepperoni and cheese pizza. Trivia answers. I'll go with the main for Alpha, and just to humor another person, D for Delta for the alternate. And yeah, we're kind of like in Anderson split pea fog soup tonight. I'll be driving home in the fog and making my way into soup. Hopefully you guys don't have this kind of fog, but if you do or do not, we'll just send some on your way. This is KI5TAQ.
W8WKY.
It was foggy here this morning, Tim. I don't know if it is now, but we do have a fog warning still, so there you go. All right, we'll say 73 Tia. We got you down for Alpha and Delta. All right, folks, we're at the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net, and I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
Hey, the Edinburgh recheck.
All right, we'll take a recheck here, and then we're going to go talk to the net control team. Maybe AMO, take it away.
Well, I was sure that the system screwed up with no check-ins. Well, I want to just do it because it's funny to me. I want to formally change my answer to the first one to Cornwaldo Hertz. I know that's not an option, but I want to do it anyway. So I want to go with Cornwaldo Hertz for the first trivia question, the main trivia answer. Back to you there, Dustin. APNMO.
All right there, we got your answers down there, Andy. Very good. All right, we're at the bottom of the list there. Let's go up and talk to the net control team. We're going to start with KD8SLG. Just Nick. What's going on, Nick?
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. I'm not used to talking this early in the night. Let me get my act together here. Let's see. I'm going to go with Alpha for the first one. Hertz. I know it's probably wrong, but that's all right. This is all in good fun. And, of course, I have to go with the Cornwaldo being Castrol. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but I could not contact the archivist for the Cornwaldo Bean clan tonight. In so many words, I'm not feeling very creative. Anyway, so great meeting last night. Many thanks to everybody who was there. It was so good to see Nick and Sandy again. It's always fun when they are in town. And I'd like to change the meeting format and not have a presentation every month, and maybe give the club an hour or so to sit down and be a club once a month. Everybody just hang out and talk to each other and have fun. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. And it is beer night. Hopefully we'll hear Gary dark and early in the morning. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control. Thanks, Dustin.
All right there, Nick. We got you down for Alpha and Delta, and you got my answers down as double D, so there you go. KQKO is snoozing, so we're going to put his answer as ZZZZZZZ. And we're going to go talk to KQWE, Mike. Or actually, hold on. Before we go talk to Mike, we are going to go down to Lucy and get her main trivia answer. K8YUK, would you give us your main trivia answer?
Well, I'm Candy currently, but I'm here, K8YUK. Josh is scrolling for me. You passed the trivia marker. Thank you, SCK, for the trivia marker. You know what? I'm going to follow Andy's lead. I'm going to say Cornwaldo Hertz. Is that what it was? Cornwaldo Hertz for my answer for main trivia. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much there, Lucy. Now we're going to go talk to K8QWE. Mike, good evening. Give us your comments, your answer for alternate trivia, then break and give us the trivia answer there.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. See, today I was out running around, and I was doing battle with the fog. It was hard to see where I was going, but I never wrecked and never smacked anybody, which kind of takes all of the fun out of it. So, in the event, I was up to that, came home, did some odds and ends right here. I took a nap, got on the Wolverine net, which is a 75-meter net, got on the Wayne County net, and here I am. The alternate trivia, I'm going to go with B. It's the American kestrel. I know we have a few around here, and a couple summers ago we had a little bird in our shrubs, and I seen one of them suckers go after it, and I never seen a bird go after another bird like that. It just dove right into the shrubs and grabbed it and drug it out of there, and it had lunch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and then we'll finish up this trivia. Okay, the trivia question is, what is the most common frequency range for radio astronomy? The options are A, hertz, B, kilohertz, C, megahertz, and D, gigahertz. It is D, gigahertz. Now, this was one of the questions where this is the most common. They actually have allocations for radio astronomy, even down in the kilohertz range, but it's not used. It was put in there if they wanted to work with it. And they have a little bit in the megahertz range. I guess that's where the resonant frequency of hydrogen is at, but most of them are in the gigahertz range, and it literally can go from 1 gigahertz up to 1,000 gigahertz. So I thought that was interesting, and when they get up in those ultra high frequencies, they can tell if a planet has chlorine and ammonia and all kinds of things by how it works. You know, just whatever frequency seems to be coming off of it. I thought that is crazy. And part of what got me into this was I was down. This was probably 2007. I was down at the Green Bank Observatory down in West Virginia. And that was interesting. They had these huge antennas, and the only thing they're after is a very, very high frequency, weak signal. Okay, with that being said, I've rambled enough. I'm tired. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 EPC.
All right there, Mike. Well, thank you so much for doing the trivia for us. We certainly do appreciate it, and we appreciate everything you do for us. So we'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening. And now we're going to go down to Miss Lucy, K8YUK. Go ahead and give us your answers or your comments, and then let us pause for the trivia answers.
KD8EPC, this is K8YUK. I'm here, and what all happened today? I'm helping my soon-to-be sister-in-law find a wedding dress, and I'm very excited about that. I'm really excited to have a sister who's close to my age. My sister and I, my only sister, we're 13 years apart, and crazily enough, that means that my daughter and my little sister are closer in age than I am to my little sister. Which is a little wild, but I'm very grateful, and my little sister takes really good care of Betty, so that's really good, and Betty loves her too. What all happened today? A lot of housework, figuring out the appointments for the dresses and whatnot. I was really lucky with my wedding dresses because it was right as I was getting married, right as my grandma was closing her bridal store after probably 30 years of business. And so I got to pick through all the boxes and find not only my wedding dress, but also my, the party dress, so whatever the dress afterwards was. And that was wonderful. Plus, my mom is a saint, and not only rebeaded the entire wedding dress because it had yellowed over the years. It's an older style. But she also reworked the party dress to actually fit me because it was literally the wrong size. And she put extra panels in it and worked with my naturally big-boned body to fit me into the dress. And I love that dress. I'm very grateful for my mom. And for those who didn't know, and for those, if I didn't say it before, my grandma went in for surgery on Tuesday, and so far it seems like everything's going really well, and she's in recovery in the ICU, and hopefully I'll see her in about a week. So we will see what happens, but thank you for the prayers, and we'll keep you posted on how that goes. All right. I'm going to take a break and read the trivia. All right. What is the smallest falcon in the United States? Is it A, the pygmy falcon, B, the American kestrel, C, the Merlin falcon, or D, the Cornwall-Domingue kestrel? The answer is B, the American kestrel. That was definitely the majority, followed closely by A, the pygmy falcon. The pygmy is the smallest falcon in the world, but it's native to Africa. The American kestrel, on average, weigh about 3 to 6 ounces. It's about the weight of 34 pennies if you want to figure that out yourself. They're also known as they're about the size of blue jays or a mourning dove. In fact, if you pay close attention to power lines, sometimes you can spot one among the usual pigeon suspects. If you look for a different tail position than the rest, as well as some more color, orange and blue specifically, you might be able to notice. Some people also say American kestrels have mustaches, kind of like a Fu Manchu, but you have to look at them to decide yourself. I like birds a lot, and I used to have a parrot for those who were around when Josh first got his license and we were in the apartment, but he resides with the brother-in-law now because I can't balance a bird and a baby at the same time, and I prefer the baby. So, with that, I'm going to pass it back. Thank you all for playing. Good night. God bless everybody. KE8YUK, back to net control.
All right there, Lucy. Thank you so much. And, you did such a good job tonight. I may just put you in charge of putting our questions there every Wednesday night for us. But that was a wonderful question, and we really appreciate you. And there was something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember what it was. Make sure you give Josh a nice hard time for us. We do appreciate that. And we'll say 73 to you for now. All right, this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list. I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
America 3, Boston Mary Sugar, KA3BNS, Southeastern Pennsylvania.
All right, we'll take them one at a time. We got KA3BMS. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm just tuning in. What is this net? It's very interesting to hear so far the previous comments. Daughter, sister, wedding dress, and brother-in-law. I can't figure out how they're all connected, but good evening. What is the topic for tonight's net? My name is Hank. I'm in southeastern Pennsylvania. Over.
All right there, Hank. Well, we'll say good evening to you, and this is Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie, KD8EPC. The name is Dustin. We're in Medina, Ohio, and you are listening to the Beacon Net. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We had a couple of trivia questions tonight. We just had those read, so you just missed out on trivia time. But we don't have a particular subject. We always do have a regular trivia question, and then we have an alternate trivia question that's kind of a little bit goofy and silly there. So it's always a good time, and we always enjoy it there. Back to you.
Thank you. From Intercourse, Pennsylvania, KA3BMS.
All right there, Hank. We'll come back anytime and join us. I don't know how you're getting in, but you can find us on Allstar Node 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R. We'll say it 73 to you, and have yourself a great evening. All right, Hank's the bottom of my list. Do we have any other new check-ins? New check-ins for the BeaconNet, please call now. All right, not hearing any other check-ins there. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KD8SLG, K8QKO, K8QWE, and K8YUK, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, here on the W8WKY repeater 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m., also here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to go visit our friends over on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time, and that's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. It runs for a couple hours a day. They switch net controls at the top of the hour, and they welcome rechecks with both hours. So check them out if you can. With that, you've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KD8EPC. I'm returning the repeater to normal amateur use this time, and we'll be clear. 73, y'all.
Hey, can I get a read of the true answers, KSFTV?
KC8FQV, K8SLG. Delta gigahertz for the first one, and Bravo American Kestrel for the second one. KD8SLG clear.
Hey, Nick, I thank you. Yeah, I was in that little room. So, well, I got one. The other one was Delta. All right. Hey, well, we'll catch you in the morning. And everyone else that comes around in the morning, back of these great nets we have, to the BB nets. Yeah, Barometer Net, Beacon Net. So, hey, thanks, Nick, and KSFTV.
W8WKY. W8WKY.
Okay.
K6 MRP, K83 BMS.
KJ5ATA. Is there any reception tonight on this network? Standing by. Did not copy the last. This is KJ5ATA. Did not copy that last. Over.
KT4 DUT.
KJ4KV, if that's what I understood, this is KJ5ATA. You cracked up, not real legible. Back to you. Yeah, no response, nothing heard, radio silence. Not sure what to make of that. So anyways, yeah, this is KJ5ATA. We're clear. You bet. Night. 73.
W8WKY. W8WKY.